No help for Curtis Bowman on the left, and no help for Cameron Good on the right. Cameron taking his fastest raw time on the right, but getting an off course on that one, so no help for him. 53.7 on scratch time. Curtis Bowman on the left, a 65.8 in the Miata. No help for him there. Jared Jan also coming in. No improvement there. 6/10 slower on his 50.9. He ran on the right-hand side. And that is the sound of VTEC. No, not the software writer, but the actual sound of VTEC. Those things they put on Hondas that make them blow smoke out the back. That is your number 1, 2, and STR. On the right-hand side, a no stage for him, so no help for Davis there with a did not stage. Ricky Crow, that is going to move you back to the top of the leaderboard on that run there. 46.8 on the right puts you 6/10 up on Irish. Kevin Youngers is at start right now. Okay, looks like Robert Horton with a 48.6 on the right, despite that 1.2. David Rock on the left with a 59.5. So Rock stopping for a cheeseburger on the way and not doing much to help himself there. Looks like Davis picked up 8/10 on the right-hand side, but no stage. That means you did not have both lights lit when you left the line. So that run is not going to count. Chris Leclerc on the left, 49.3. Michael Wooten away cleanly prior with a 774 light on the left. Armstrong on the right with a 629. Here they come through the lights. Wooten picking up a 2.5 seconds. He's down to a 49.8. Armstrong with a 49.9, picking up a half second there as well. Things right now, sitting in STR, Ricky Crow on top, Robert Irish second, David Rock third, Robert Horton fourth, John Pombrake fifth, and Chris Leclerc just outside the trophies by about a half second. there's a pickup on the left side. Robert Horton, 47.9. Half-second pickup. David Rock, 0.8 slower with a 48.6. So let's see if that's going to be any help for Horton in the overall standings. Still going to be sitting in 4th spot, but that moves it within 0.6 of a second of David Rock. So closing the gap on his running partner. As Wooten and Armstrong are off. Chris Leclerc on the right-hand side. Looks like he is back second. Davis on the left back first. Davis in with a 48.7. Leclerc with a 49.2. Michael Wooten next up on the right-hand side, cutting a 650 light on the left. Armstrong sitting on a 659 light. We're getting a little behind in that final slalom. And who's going to be back first? Looks like Armstrong may be having the edge here. Yes, Armstrong on the left, 49.4. Wooten on the right, 50.2. Slows down by a second. Armstrong picks up nearly 2 seconds on that run. Oh, but he hits a cone. With the cone, though, that's still going to be a 0.4 of a second pickup. Picking up a cone, they're telling me. So that would have been enough to close the gap within 1/10 of Ricky Crow. But there's still time to be had on the right. Ricky with a 47.0 on the right-hand side on that run. So no help there, just a couple tenths slower. Now Robert Horton, despite the little flustering, picking up 1/10 of a second on the right-hand side, a 47.9 with an 807 light. Rock with a 48.3 and a 931 light. Low, no help for David there. As Robert Horton's going to close the gap up to about 0.6 of a second. Still sitting with Crow on top, Irish second, Rock third, Horton fourth, Pombrinky fifth, and Chris Leclerc 6th position in STR. Chris Leclerc on the left, picking up 0.07 of a second with a 510 light, 49.1. Derek Davis on the right-hand side with a 48.8 with an 805 light and his S2000. Leclerc still sitting in 6th position. Now close the gap up to under a half a second to John Pombrinky, who is the last trophy spot. Pombrinky, however, has not run his afternoon runs yet. But we do have something getting shook up here, and that something is Eric Davis. He has now moved his way up into 5th, 4/10 ahead of Pombrinky, and that is Pombrinky now to first out of the trophies. Michael Wooten on the left, 48.7. Armstrong on the right with a 49.7. Wooten now up in 7th position, also moving ahead of Leclerc, and Armstrong in 10th position. 47.5. David Rock on the right, a 47.8. That will move Horton now within 0.04 of a second of third position, David Rock. So David Rock on the right.
Good, thank
no
you.
help, he's got a 47.8 prior, so that was 200 slower. And Horton is coming for Davis and Blair. Oh, red light on the front. Blair with a cone on the right, 48.1. Davis is a 48 on the left. Both of them have the reds. Armstrong on the left, a little bit of the redness as well. 433 light for him. Wooten on the right, a 790. Wooten might actually beat him back. Yes, he does. 49.0 on the right for Wooten. Quarter second pickup. Armstrong picked up 2 seconds on that. Had it not been for the red light. Oh. Anyway, Wooten with that 49.0 is, where's that moving? Oh, that goodness, that moves him only a tenth of a second off John Pomeranke. Nope, I stand corrected. He has now moved up a tenth of a second ahead of John Pomeranke and only 2/10 of a second behind Eric Davis. Craig Donahue on the left, that's his fastest time, scratched by 1.2, but they just added a cone. Ryan Kowalski on the left, your fastest by 1.1, but also hitting a cone. That was close. Bob Bailey carrying a cone on the right. I think he's going to be first in. And David Rock on the left runs into a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, that's why I just short shifted the second, just kind of cruised the course.
Rock, go ahead and give those tires a rest. Bailey on the right, hitting the cone and slowing down, so no help for either two of them. Jay Yost on the left, nearly left on that first yellow light. Saw it pitch itself really quick, still managed to cut a pretty decent 660 light.
And I got it, so like
And
that's...
2.360 foot
I
pounds.
knew that
Not too shabby, buddy. Picking up 4/10 in the process of 49.3. John Clark, a 49.7.
I always, I don't know what it is, even natural or anything else, I always go right out of the box.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was talking to my aunt over there. Watch his first one.
Ooh, looks like Graham Watkins back first. Picked up 4/10 of a second, 48.9.
Yep,
Paul Carey, 50.3, slowing down and hitting the zone.
Anyway, so he said either the last one or the one before the last one.
And Zach Sober finding the loud pedal and landing the block marks down here.
And I also
Jinxed it.
because that's your history is you'll push it just to see, all right, I already got it.
Right.
Let me see what I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well go for the gold. That's true. You know, so I know how you're thinking about it. So, you know,
All right, Michael Parker in at 121
and I told him
SM,
47.5.
57.5. Bob Jeff on the right, 49.7.
47.5, and it came back 47.588. The other guy that was sitting there, how'd you know that? I said, don't you know I use a crystal?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
All right, no help for either of our R2 drivers there. Matterash slowing down by 20 seconds. Sober slowing down by 3/10. 47.8 on the left, 45.7 on the right. Sober also picking up a cone on that run.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, he's only carrying the sprayer. They both look so similar. It took me a long time to know who's John and who's Rob. Back when they first started coming out 2 years ago.
Oh, goodness. Tom Holt running into a little bit of course trouble there with some of his negotiations not going as planned. 46.3 on the left-hand side and an off-course. He's checking the cars right about 46.
And this, it can't see the windshield.
Next guy, Keith Zutek, in the fourth position. He's about 6 tenths back for Keith Rugler. Matt Griffin and Max Griffin rather in on the left. So 9. Ryan Freeman on the right there. Car 0.
Yeah.
54.2.
The problem is that I kept.
He's on a single by around here by himself. Already carrying a cone on that 652 light next to the side.
Right before
Gets with a 49.6 slowing down by a 10.
unstage.
And no worry on that cone.
While I was managing that, then the lights started. So I had a 1.2 start. Glad I didn't recognize
Well, that hardly seems fair. Troy Costa lined up next to Grant Watkins. Costa running a scratch of a 56.5 plus 1. Watkins not slouching off here with a 48.7 plus 1 on that right-hand side time in that little CRX. Costa not running the times he's used to running in that Porsche. Sitting way further back than I'm used to seeing his name. Grant, that would have been a 4/10 of a second pickup, but you got one more on the right-hand side to get her done. Next in, Sean Clark on the left, in STS number 171, 49.1. Michael Parker on the right, 59.4. Paul Carey is working out on the left side on the by.
and you're in the shade there.
Because they're cloth.
On the left-hand side also.
They don't get, I mean, it's warm and stuff.
Well, with the hood up, at least it creates more. Yeah. But I'm looking at this thing Right, that's it. And it only makes you go.
All right, Paul Carey slowing down by nearly a second on that left-hand side. 50.0 with a 865, 60, or I'm sorry, reaction time.
Which you don't need anything.
It's on the resonator.
I'm happy.
Alrighty, Bob Neff is in on the left-hand side. Would have been a 1.6 second pickup for him, but that 49.6 is going to be knocked off by a cone. Zach Silver on the left, scratching things off the line completely with a 456 red light. Oddly enough, D-Tech Baruka says, I want me a piece of that pie, taking a 456 red light for himself as well. So Tom Holt, Mark Madarash, finding the green lights on these last two launches on the right-hand side.
So funny. Oh, I forgot to start the camera again. I forgot to start the camera again.
Sober, that would have been a 1 second
Oh, no, I
pickup.
didn't.